Hello everyone, welcome to today's lecture. So in the other lecture we finished about valency. Have you understood the topic of valency and electronic configuration? What is electronic configuration? It is the arrangement of electrons in orbits around the nucleus. What are the maximum number of electrons which can be accommodated in K shell? It is 2. In L shell it is 8. In M shell it is 18 and in N shell it is 32. So according to that the electrons are arranged. Now do you remember what is meant by atomic number and what is meant by atomic mass number? What is atomic number? Atomic number is the number of protons or number of electrons in an atom. I repeat, atomic number is the number of protons or number of electrons in an atom, and atomic mass number is the total number of protons and neutrons in an atom. Okay, in the nucleus, what are the number of protons and the neutrons in the nucleus? That makes the atomic mass number. Now we are moving on to the next term, that is isotopes. Okay, isotopes. What do you mean by isotopes? Isotopes are different forms of the same element having the same atomic number but different atomic mass number are called isotopes. Okay, so they are the same elements. There are two names, two different symbols for it. Okay, two different symbols with different atomic mass numbers but the same atomic number. They are called as isotopes. Here they have given example of isotopes. You may see this is carbon 612. C stand for carbon, C612, C613, C614. You may see the atomic number is the same. It is 666. What about atomic mass number? The atomic mass number is 12, 13 and 14. Okay. So in case of mass number, the first one C612. What is the atomic mass number? It is 12. Here what is the atomic mass number? It is 13. Here what is the atomic mass number? It is 14. Okay. Now whatever the atomic number is, that will be the number of protons. Whatever the atomic number is, that will be the number of protons. What is the atomic number? The atomic number is 6. So how many protons will be there? 666. Okay, the number of protons is the same. What will be the number of neutron? Number of neutron is equal to mass number minus number of proton. Mass number minus number of proton. We know the equation A is equal to P plus N. A is equal to P plus N, where A stand for atomic mass number, P stand for number of protons and N stand for number of neutrons. Okay, so A is equal to P plus N. So what will be N is equal to? N is equal to A minus P. Okay, A minus P or Z. Here they have given proton as Z. In your textbook they have written in the brackets atomic number and Z. Okay, so number of proton is same as atomic number, so they have written it as Z. Okay, but protons are denoted by P and atomic number is denoted by Z. Okay, so 12 minus 6 is equal to 6. So how many neutrons are there? 6. Here the mass number is 13. Proton 6. 13 minus 6, that is equal to 7. So how many neutrons are there? 7. Here it is 14. The atomic mass number is 14. The number of proton is 6. So 14 minus 6 will give you 8. So how many neutrons are there? 8. Okay, so here the number of neutrons are different but the number of protons are same. Such elements having different atomic mass number but the same atomic number, they are called isotopes. So these are the isotopes of carbon. If you are having a question on what are the isotopes of carbon, you have to write it in this manner: C612, C613, C614. Okay, these are the isotopes of carbon. Now, in the textbook on page number 36, they have given about the isotopes of hydrogen and chlorine. We will see the table. These are the isotopes of hydrogen. Okay, this is called as hydrogen, this is deuterium, and this is tritium. Okay, they have given the names. This is hydrogen, this is deuterium, and this is tritium. Hydrogen with atomic number 1, atomic mass number 1. Okay, now you know how to write the symbol. When you write the symbol, the number written below is the atomic number and the number written above is the atomic mass number. I repeat, the number written below is the atomic number and the number written above is the atomic mass number. So here, what is the atomic number? 1. What is the atomic mass number? 1. If the atomic number is 1, how many protons will be there? There will be 1 proton. Okay. What about neutron? The mass number is also 1. So how will you find out the number of neutron? The number of neutron is equal to A minus Z. So 1 minus 1, that will be 0. Okay. So the number of neutron is 0. In case of hydrogen, there is no neutron. Which hydrogen? The first isotope of hydrogen. The second one is deuterium. You may see this spelling in the textbook, deuterium. How many atomic, what is the atomic number? The atomic number is 1. So the number of proton will be 1. Okay, the atomic mass number is 2. What will be the atomic, what will be the number of neutrons? 2 minus 1, that is equal to 1. So 1 plus 1, it will give you 2. Okay. Now the third one, that is tritium. The atomic number is 1. The atomic mass number is 3. How many protons? 1. So how many neutrons? 3 minus 1, that is equal to 2. Okay. This is the atomic number and atomic mass number. So these are the isotopes of hydrogen. This is hydrogen, this is deuterium, this is tritium. What is the atomic mass number of hydrogen? Atomic mass number of hydrogen is 1. Atomic mass number of deuterium is 2. Atomic mass number of tritium is 3. How many neutrons in hydrogen? 0. How many neutrons in deuterium? 1. How many neutrons in tritium? 2. Okay, so you should be able to write the symbols with its atomic number and atomic mass number. If you are having a question on write the isotopes of carbon or write the isotopes of hydrogen, you may copy this in your notebook. Now, after that we will see the isotopes of chlorine. Okay, now this is about isotopes of chlorine. What are the isotopes of chlorine? Chlorine 1735 and chlorine 1737. Here, what is the atomic number of chlorine? It is 17. You may see the atomic number is the same. It is 17. What are the atomic mass numbers? Here the atomic mass number is 35 and here the atomic mass number is 37. So, the number of proton is same as the atomic number. What will be the number of protons? 17. What will be the number of neutrons? It will be 35 minus 17, that will be 18. Here the proton number is 17. What will be the number of neutrons? It is 37 minus 17, that is equal to 20. Okay, so here you may see their difference is in the number of neutrons. Okay, they are having different number of neutrons, so their atomic mass numbers are different. So now the question is, what are the isotopes of carbon? It is C12 and C14. Okay, C12, C14. What are the isotopes of hydrogen? H1, H2, H3. Okay, I am reading out the number which you have, which you write at the top. Okay, so the isotopes, there are 3 isotopes of carbon. It is C612, C613, C614. These are the isotopes of carbon. Now we will see the isotopes of chlorine. Chlorine 1735, chlorine 1737. What are the isotopes of hydrogen? H11, H12, H13. Their names are hydrogen, deuterium and tritium. Okay, so this they can ask it in the chart form, either in the chart form or in the form of questions. What are the isotopes of chlorine? What are the isotopes of hydrogen? And so on. Now on the next page, page number 37, they have given about the uses of isotopes. They have given 6 uses, minimum 4 uses you have to learn. I will read out. Isotopes of some elements are radioactive. They are used in various fields such as industry, agriculture, medicine, research field. Uranium-235 is used for nuclear fission and production of electricity. This we will see later. Okay, we are having the study of that. Uranium-235 is an isotope of uranium. Okay, and we use it for nuclear fission, that is in production of electricity. Some radioactive isotopes like cobalt-60 is used in the medical treatment of fatal diseases like cancer. It is cobalt-60. What do you mean by that 60? 60 is the atomic mass number. Iodine-131 is used in treatment of goiter, disease of thyroid gland. The radioactive isotopes are used for detection of cracks in the underground pipes. Example, sodium-24. Radioactive isotopes are used for food preservation from microbes. The radioactive isotope C14 is used for determining the age of archaeological objects. Now, either they could ask in the form of objective type questions, or they can directly ask what are the uses of isotopes. Okay, you have to learn minimum 4 isotopes and you have to read all the statements. For example, if you get a question, dash isotope is used for determining the age of archaeological objects, the answer is carbon 14. You should be able to write that. Okay, now the next topic is nuclear reactor. Take page number 37, figure 5.10. You may see that is the picture of a nuclear reactor. What is a nuclear reactor used for? It is used for production of electricity. I'll read out the first sentence. You may see, nuclear reactor is a machine that generates electricity on large scale by using atomic energy. Now, what is going on in a nuclear reactor? I will show you the reaction, what is taking place in a nuclear reactor. This is a neutron that is present inside the nucleus. Okay, so the neutron will take and it is bombarded. Bombarded means collided. Collided means dhadkaune. Okay, so it is bombarded with uranium-235 nucleus. This is an isotope of uranium. When it is bombarded with a neutron, it first gets converted into uranium-236, then it gets converted into krypton, barium, large amount of energy and 3 neutrons. So from this reaction, from this uranium-236, you get 5 things. What are they? 1 krypton, 1 barium, large amount of energy and 3 neutrons. What do we do with this krypton and barium? It is removed out. It is removed. It is the byproduct of the reaction. It is the waste product, we can tell. The energy, what do we do with the energy? With this energy, this is in the form of heat energy. Okay, and that heat energy is used to boil water. The water is getting converted into steam. The steam is made to fall on a turbine, and the turbine will move generator, and the generator produces electricity. Okay, I repeat, the heat energy is used to boil water. The water gets converted into steam. The steam is made to fall on a turbine. Okay, the turbine moves the generator, and the generator produces the electricity. Okay, so this is used for producing electricity in nuclear reactors. What about these three? This will go and bombard or collide with another uranium-235. This also will go and collide with another uranium-235. This also will go and collide with another uranium-235. So this is a chain reaction. Okay, so it is going on continuously. The speed of these three neutrons is very fast. Okay, they are very fast, and this reaction has to be kept under control. If it is not kept under control, the nuclear reactor could explode. Okay, so in the power stations there are some directions which are taken to control the speed of neutrons. Okay, the speed of this reaction, that is chain reaction. So what is basically chain reaction? On bombardment of neutron with uranium-235, first it gets converted into uranium-236. It breaks to form one krypton, one barium, large amount of energy, and 3 neutrons. Those 3 neutrons bombard with other uranium-235 and the reaction goes on continuously. Such reaction is called as chain reaction. Now, what is the answer for the question? In the textbook I will show you. In the first paragraph, on bombardment with slow speed of neutrons, you may mark from there. On bombardment with slow speed of neutrons, the nucleus of isotope uranium-235 undergoes nuclear fission to form nuclei of 2 different elements, that is krypton-32 and barium-141, and 2 to 3 neutrons. On decreasing the speed, these neutrons bring about fission of more uranium-235 nuclei. In this way, a chain reaction of nuclear fission takes place. Sorry. Okay, so till here you have to write if you are having a question on what is meant by chain reaction. A large amount of nuclear energy is released during a chain reaction of fission. The chain reaction is kept under control to prevent the probable explosion. To control the chain reaction in the nuclear reactor, it is necessary to decrease the speed and number of neutrons. For this purpose, the following provision is made in a nuclear reactor. So what are the provisions done in a nuclear reactor to reduce the speed of those neutrons? The first one is a moderator, graphite or heavy water. Now what is graphite? Graphite is carbon itself. What is heavy water? Heavy water is the water in which the hydrogen is the isotope of hydrogen. Actually water is H2O. Okay, we have studied that there are 3 isotopes of hydrogen. In the normal drinking water, that is H2O, the hydrogen is the normal hydrogen, that is H11. Okay, in case of heavy water, the hydrogen, it is H12. It is not used for drinking purposes. Okay, so heavy water is used as moderator for reducing the speed of neutrons. Controller. To reduce the number of neutron by absorbing them, rods of boron, cadmium, beryllium, etc. are used as controller. So these two are the steps which are taken to control the speed of neutrons. Now, the heat produced in the fission process is taken out by using water as a coolant. Water is transformed into steam. By means of this heat, turbines are driven and electricity is generated. Okay, now we may move on to the next page, that is page number 38. In India, total 22 nuclear reactors in 8 places are functioning. Apsara at Baba Atomic Research Center in Mumbai is the first nuclear reactor in India which went critical on 4th August 1956. India has large reserves of the element thorium-232. Underline, it is a fill in the blank. Therefore, the Indian scientists have developed a future plan for nuclear reactors based on production of isotope uranium-233 from thorium-232. Okay, so that is the end of the chapter. from this chapter you have to thoroughly understand what is electronic configuration and what is valency. Okay, the charts in the textbook are very important in your schools. Those charts are asked, okay, and the question answers from the exercise. Now we'll see the homework. Now this is the homework for today. What is meant by isotopes? I had written the definition. You may write that definition. Write the isotopes of carbon, hydrogen and chlorine. You have to write. You have to give the heading the isotopes of carbon. Below that you have to write C612, C613, C614. Okay. Below that you have to give the heading isotopes of hydrogen, H11, H12, H13. You have to write the names also. And below that you have to write isotopes of chlorine, Cl1735 and Cl1737. Okay. Now write any 4 uses of isotopes. You may read the uses of isotopes and first understand, then choose any 4 from those which you find it easy to learn, and you have to learn it. What is meant by nuclear fission reaction? I had told you to mark from on bombardment with slow speed of neutrons till uranium. In this way nuclear fission take place. Till there you have to write. Now how the speed of neutrons are decreased in a nuclear reactor? The answer is the last 2 points, okay, about the moderator and the controller. It is on page number 37. So these are the answers. Okay, so you have to thoroughly learn the charts from this chapter. What is meant by nuclear fission, how it is controlled, what is meant by isotopes, the examples of different types of isotopes. Okay, they will give you the atomic number. You should be able to draw the electronic configuration, write the electronic configuration. You should be able to write the valency. Okay, so this chapter is very important. It is a longer chapter, okay, but it is very important from 9th and 10th standard point of view. Okay, so you may study it thoroughly. If you are having any doubts, you may ask. Okay, thank you.